give people some time to roll in. But I am recording this for good old In a Shade, not Devious. Apologies. Um, but yeah, just let people roll in for a second. Maybe, like I said, it might just be us. But I did pull up a bunch of things that I wanted to share and just kind of go over, right? Like, as long as we're all alive, Maverick's never going anywhere. You know what I mean? But when it comes to like roadmap and all those things, like time changes, things change, and yeah, we built out some cool things. So I'll give it a second. How we doing though, boys? Devious, how's your day going?
Yeah, it's going okay. Lazy Sunday.
That's what I like to hear. Big Sack, nice to see you. Saltine,
Wait, give it
Holy, Genius,
what's good to know she?
vibing. How we
What's good?
doing? Just letting people roll in. I pulled some things together. We're gonna be going over a bunch of different little things in here. Uh, and then I also message a good old Ace, right? Ace has some
Yeah,
images to share
yep.
with us. So just give it a second. Maybe some people
Yeah.
roll in. If not, all good. I'm recording this for old Devious, or not Devious, my bad, In a Shade. Um,
I
but
mean,
yeah,
we can make it shorts and then tweet about it,
yeah, for
explaining
sure, for
different
sure.
parts of
We'll
it.
chop it up and whatnot. I'm already recording, so um, what is it? 5:01. If you made it, you're here, boys. All right.
Yeah, man.
Um, where's it at? The Maverick, the boys. All right, so we ended up making this a little bit ago with good old early Sack and I. We kind of put this together. But dude, we've built a lot of cool things. In a week from today, Maverick, Eon Labs, all of this will be 20 months old, like on live on mainnet. So a little older because we cooked beforehand. But yeah, live for 20 months in a week, which is pretty awesome. Lots of projects. I've been a part of tons of projects, like as a community member, and most of them fizzle out within a year. So being here for almost 2 now is pretty awesome. But yeah, let's get into this, boys. Fucking the team is a bunch of legends, right? This is the boys as of right now. Uh, Sack, Denoshi, Killian, Unbound, early, kind of with all their respective roles. It is a small team, and that's something I want to like open up. Like me and Sack, basically on like the front side, the social side, and have been doing everything you guys have seen from posting on Sparks, Pixelbits, Moonpunks,
Yep.
Maverick, everything. And so we do want to start kind of like expanding, getting the community more involved in kind of delegating a little, like letting people, like trusted members, maybe Devious, Initiate, Sammy, people along those lines, help out, get in there more, and anyone in here, Saltine, Holy, all of you guys are more than welcome into that too. But definitely, like we've been the ones that have been posting on all of these things. We've been the ones basically doing everything, and so uh, it's a little overwhelming at some points, right? Like you need help, you need extra hands and whatnot. So we're definitely thinking about like how can we grow our team, especially with this like market. Like we're not sitting on a big pile of funds at all. But yeah, let's get into this little Eon verse that we've cooked up. Um,
Yep.
so here's some of the tools we built out, right? The idea behind all of this is like we want this to go forever. We want Maverick to go forever. Eon means forever. And we want to build forever. Like this, we believe in crypto, we believe in Web3, we believe in all of the things that we're a part of. And so we built tools to fund all of these really cool things like Maverick and Maven and Moonpunks and Pixelbits and all these different things, right? Like that's kind of the idea behind it is like we built this tech, Sparks, ATM, Franks, Bullseye, AptoSwap, that can now as the bull goes on and we can kind of build our treasury over time, right, with these and keep funneling into these and just kind of create this, flow of experiences and connections and fun between the tools and the communities and the characters and the lore and really grow it all. I think for the first 20 months, that's what we spent a lot of our time on was like tech, and we're not the best tech guys. Our team now, like these guys are super solid in tech, but these guys are not the most solid tech guys. Um, but now that we're getting help from these guys and we have a lot more solid team, it's we have a better foundation. Like we've built all these now. Like we're actually here. Like Sparks. So if you're in here right now, it's a little bit of alpha. You can go on Sparks right now and start lending like right now. It's live,
Yeah.
Sparks.gg. Um,
I mean,
and
it should be live next week. We're gonna start
yeah, like it's not
marketing on
officially
our
live.
end.
Yeah, like we wanna do a big little hurrah, but it is live on mainnet. Um, but yeah, so like these are things that we've built out. And now it's time to kind of start building the treasury again so we can really start deep diving into cool ass experiences. Like, I hate that mints are just button clicks. I hate that we don't have a ton of dope ass animations. I hate that we don't have a super cool interactive website. And, like, those are all things that I want. Just when you're working on, like, super limited funds, super small team, um, it's pretty hard. So yeah, I think building out these tools was a good play for us, right? It gives us that opportunity. Like I think Sparks is going to be awesome. I think it's going to be huge. I think people are going to love it, and it's going to be one of our bigger factors of like building our treasury, so we can really get into this stuff.
Yep.
Keep going. Our journey so far kind of goes over what I just kind of talked about. We have the Aptos toy machine, Frank's, Bullseye, and these things aren't just like we can gloss over them, but they're not just gloss over things. Like Frank's was the first implementation of V2 on Aptos. Like there was not another NFT that you could customize and change around until the whips and Frank's dropped, which is it's super cool. Like I don't know. I think a lot
Yeah.
of us,
Oh
we
yeah.
brushed over these things, but that's actually awesome. Like we're not tech guys. Our devs are amazing, and they cook that up, and it's just really cool to see something you've talked about for a long time and you've wanted to see happen for a long time actually happen. But dude, legendary. Frank's is awesome. What were we gonna say though, Sack? I kind of cut you off.
No, yeah. I mean, you said it. Yeah, you said it. To be honest.
Straight up. But yeah, the Aptos toy machine also something super cool. I know there's not many other communities. I think the shrimp community did one, and we want to get more of those out. It's really not on us. It's more of other founders, just not like. I mean, it's a very small amount of time to create a toy machine. Like, it's really not on us that there's not other toy machines out there in the world right now. But yeah, the Aptos toy
Yeah, I
machine's
mean,
awesome. It's filled up right now too. Ours is. But go ahead, Zach.
yeah. I was gonna say we can start doing personal ATMs, right? Like for
I mean, yeah, if you
Devious,
have,
for example,
yeah,
right?
for sure. I mean, it's possible. We'd have to think about it, but because the
Yeah.
logistics, like you need a
Of course,
token.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, we'll
Holding
definitely
an ad,
start
for example.
reaching out to a lot of these new projects, and I think a lot of these new projects coming in, they just need to know that it's there. They need to know that the Aptos toy machine is possible. It's free. Like we don't, you know what I mean? We don't tell them, hey, it's $1,000 or nothing. It's free for them to have for their community. So, pretty lit, pretty crazy. Now, Bullseye. If you guys know, we come from Ghost Kid DAO, which was like the biggest rating community back in the day. It was awesome. It kind of got to this point though where it was like it was raid to earn, and so basically you were rating like random posts that you didn't even care about. That it was just like paid shills almost. And so I think Bullseye comes at it with a different approach. Instead of raid to earn, it's grind to grow. So like on this feed, here, let me go pull up the Bullseye. So like on Bullseye, you'll actually be like following. This is it's funny.
I mean, wait, you know, you can go on the actual bullseye site.
Yeah, send me the link right now. I'll click on our group message and
Alright,
go
cool.
to it. But yeah, this is yeah. Perfect. Forgot you have the actual one.
Yeah, and you find it, but yeah, I got
Yeah,
it.
send it to my message.
2 seconds.
You're good. But yeah, Bullseye's pretty cool. Like the grind to grow concept, I really like. It's like promoting Mavericks and people in Aptos and people we appreciate and support. And you earn oil for it, right? And that oil can then be converted for Eon. And oil is like a little point system that we're working on and thinking about. It's not fully fleshed out at all, so I don't want to share too much information on it. But the idea is like, use our platforms, use our products, and you'll probably earn oil. And just do whatever that with you want.
Yeah, I sent it to Noshi.
All right. Oh, there we go.
Should be that one. I'm not too sure if it's that one, but it should be that
Yeah,
one.
I might have to connect.
Are you on? It might not be that one.
It might not be. Um, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's grind to grow. You're
I mean, show,
rating.
show the Figma in the meantime.
Yeah. So you're actually like rating people that you care about instead of just like random paid shills. And so that's what I think is cool about Bullseye and Grind to Grow. It's a little bit different. And then Sparks is awesome. First NFT lending platform on Aptos. Super cool. It's huge on other chains like Ethereum and Solana and whatnot. And I think when Aptos has its time, which is inevitably coming, Sparks will have its little lending time as well. Pixelbits, Pixelbits
Yeah,
is
no, no, it
amazing.
definitely.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I was getting with Sparks, right? It's very useful when there's a lot of liquidity flowing around. Um, Sparks should be getting used a lot.
Yeah, I mean, here, let me show you
And
real
if you
quick
want, like,
too.
I mean, yeah, it makes anything liquid, right?
Yeah,
That's
like
the whole
so.
point.
Say
So if
you
you want
wanted
any
to
liquidity,
loan for like a where's a monkey? Where's the monkey? Do you see a monkey? There's a monkey. So say you wanted to loan for the monkeys. Floor is 29, right? So I'm gonna put up 19 Aptos for this monkey, right? Um, and I'm gonna put up two of those offers. Like 0.5 interest in a week, like it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's literally free money that compounds, right? You do that for a year, you do that at scale, right? Like you do that at scale, and it starts to add up, right? So you do 10 of these over time, and you've made three Aptos for free essentially. And so yeah, like you said, when there's liquidity flowing, when there's people here, this thing can and it makes people a lot of money. I saw someone actually recently posted what they made off of Sharkify, which is like Solana's version of this. Um, Over like 12 months, he made 68 Solana, and that might not sound like a lot to you, but I mean, when you do the math, like peak, that's like what is that? 68 times 200. That's like $13,000 that he made off of just using a lending thing passively over a year. Um, and it compounds, right? It adds up. It's big. So yeah, Sparks is awesome. I think, like Zach said, when there's people here when liquidity is flowing, it's going to be super useful. But just sliding into Pixel Bits, I think Pixel Bits, the art, first of all, is one of the most underrated, underappreciated projects on Aptos. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with like the floor price and the mint, how it's going. I think it's a clear sign of like how Aptos is going right now. There's not a lot of real people here, which is fine. That's why we're here. That's why we're building here. That's why we're creating. Um, and so people will look at Pixel Bits and be like, "Oh, it's not minting, or people aren't minting it, or it hasn't minted in 10 days. Nobody's minted, or it's a slow mint, or whatever." Um, the whole idea behind it is if you're gonna look at Aptos and you want to get into something solid or something is going to be here in a few years, something that's tied to the OG-ness of MAVRIK and tied to, there's only four projects still around from 2022. MAVRIK, Spooks, Monkeys, and Mingos. The rest are gone. Literally, every project from 2022 gone, besides MAVRIK's, Monkeys, Spooks, and Mingos. And Spooks' founders are gone. It's literally carried by the community. No shade, no hate. I love them all. But that's the reality of it, right? So we plan to be here in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, however many years it is. But like I've kind of basically came to the fact that like Aptos is our home. It is our home base. It is kind of before Aptos, I was just a guy. I was a community member on Solana. I was chilling, creating, and living life. And so Aptos really made us who we are. And so we want to be here for a long haul. We want to, continue to build. We have that provenance of okay, they're, one of the OG projects. We've done a lot of different things. We've been through basically everything from the start till now with Aptos and everything that it's done, all the people that have came and gone, and so yeah, dude, I believe in Aptos like long term, and that's why we built all these tools, and that's why Pixelbits is here, right? Like, I want people that are coming into Aptos to be able to say, "Oh shit, that's a super solid project," just from the art alone. And then when they learn about, "Oh shit, it's tied to MAVRIK and the universe they're building and all these tools," it's going to be a no-brainer. There's just not enough people here to appreciate what Pixelbits is and what we're doing with it. And same with MAVRIK, right? When you look at the MAVRIK floor, like none of that stuff really matters, right? Like imagine winning when there's nothing at stake. Like it's like you're like winning the I don't know the third Super Bowl. Nobody knows who won the third Super Bowl. It's who's winning the Super Bowl now, like in the big moments, in the big times. And so I think Aptos is at such like a low moment in terms of like I mean, that's the whole market, right? Crypto, like, yeah, we're going to the bull market, but in terms of like users and developers, right? It's still super early days, and it's going through those growing hunches. So, Um, yeah, man. I don't know. Pretty wild. Kind of got off track, but um, yeah. Let me slide into what we've been cooking on. So um, come back to here real quick. Pixel bits, AptoSwap, all these things that we've already done. Um, it's a lot. 20
And then
months deep
Bullseye,
is a
yep.
lot. Yep, it's we've done
I
a
want to
lot of
say,
things. Bullseye and Sparks we are gonna roll out over the next month. 100%. Like it's happening. It's here. It's coming. Um, but yeah, dude, 20 months. We've built a lot. We've been through a lot. We've lost people. We've gained people. And the goal is to just keep going. Honestly, we're gonna do a rebrand of Eon Labs to the Forever logo, right, or the Infinity logo. Super keen on that. I think branding things is important, and I think when you look at the Eon Labs logo, it's too similar to Sparks, right? Like these are too similar, and so we're gonna change Eon Labs to our beautiful Infinity, and this isn't final. This isn't the final logo or anything. It's just what we were cooking on. It's not the final color or anything, but yeah, we're gonna be doing
yep.
a rebranding. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, can you go back to the tools, right? Scroll down, which is Bullseye, and yeah, wait. Yeah, I guess that works. Yeah, like, and then with all these tools, with for example Bullseye, and we have the ATM. Eventually, token will be upgraded, Sparks, with all these tools. Um, a lot of them revolve around Eon, I would say, right?
Yo, you just thank you for talking.
Yeah.
So
Why?
here we go. This is my image, right? So I cooked this up a few nights ago, and up here it kind of goes over everything that we've done or that has kind of came out of Maverick over the last 18 months, right? We did 25 episodes of Maverick Monday with Levi, which was weekly. That's 25 weeks. That's half a year. It was super fun, super crazy times, super degenerate, super wild. But Eon Labs was literally created out of Maverick. I had the idea of I wanted a studio. I didn't know the name. Maverick came before it. So like all of these things came from Maverick over the last 20 months, right? We had the DAO wars, we have the Denoshi DAO, Bullcut DAO, Scientist DAO, the Horns DAO. I'm probably missing a few DAOs. Bullcut, yeah, I got them. Um, but right, this is what we've kind of done over the last 20 months, and I'm sure I'm missing some things, and I obviously didn't put everything. But the idea with these tools, like you were saying, they revolves around Eon. And we built all of these tools around our Eon token, and it's kind of this revolving ecosystem that has the ability to create funds, right? So like Sparks, Bullseye, all of these things can make small amounts of fees that add up, right? And so with those fees, the idea is we can reinvest them into lore and the order DAO stuff and monthly town halls, the community, but it's to go into the goals, right? Like we have these goals. It's to build the treasury, expand on the IP, grow our community, right? And so like how are we gonna do that, right? We have all these tools. They make money, and we basically, like I said, it's a funnel. You build up the treasury, you expand the IP, you grow the community, and it trickles, right? We have these monthly town halls, we have the order DAO voting, we have lore, right? Like I want to get way more into lore. I think lore is super underestimated. It makes people care. Um, like you need to have a main Maverick character, and like I don't know, lore is just super cool. It gives you something. So um, yeah, let's get into here, right? And so these are our kind of like main sources of income, I would say, that we've kind of built out on the tech realm. And these are kind of, I just wrote down some ideas, like some very quick, like, what could we like do with these funds, right? Like if we're making these funds. And just for math, right? Like I think me and Sack 2 months ago were looking at the math of Sharkify, which is the NFT lending platform on Solana, and they were bringing in seven,
Yep.
$800,000 in fees a month. Obviously, Solana has a 1,000x user base, but the idea is if Sharkify is bringing in $700,000-$800,000 in basically a bear market, you know what can happen in a
Yeah.
bull
It
market
was.
on a different world.
I was gonna say it was around that number, but in volume, and then they take a percentage of that volume.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I thought when we did
That's
the math, bro, they had done millions, and the percentage that they were taking
I
was the
mean,
seven hundred
in
thousand.
total, right? No, in total, they do like quite a lot. I need to double check, but it is in the hundreds of thousands, maybe in the millions actually.
Yeah, so
Not quite
it's
sure.
basically
Depending. It
ridiculous, right?
depends.
But basically, we want to build the treasury. That's one of our main goals, so we can build out experiences, so we can do Eon mints and IRL meetups, experiments, um, airdrops, NFA question mark, a bunch of different things, right? Rift and Files, I think Rift and Files is super cool. It's we've talked about these things for a long time. Rift is this app that kind of like helps you. It kind of tells you right here. Rift centralizes registration, attendance, and information about Web3 events, alongside easy-to-use networking tools and customizable profiles. So, imagine you could create your own event, and this is kind of the first iteration of Colors, and we updated it and changed the fonts and whatnot, but we're still playing with it all for sure. But yeah, like these are things that we want to do and we want to build out. Um, but it just comes into right like a funding thing. We've been here 20 months. We didn't raise millions of dollars or if even hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. Right, a lot of other projects are running off of four, five, 600,000 plus dollars. Right, MAVRIK in its lifetime over 20 months has raised sub 200 grand. Got rugged by shitty devs, 50 grand. We got um, just the worst of the worst things that could have happened to us, right? Like when we were in San Francisco in 2022, our royalty wallet got drained of like 7 grand, a bunch of crazy shit, right? Um, and so the fact that 20 months later we're still here, we're still cooking, we're still thinking, we're still building, I think that's like it's huge in itself. So um, let me see. Let me go back to old Ace and see what's going on here. I just kind of wanted to show you guys this too. This is nothing that's happening. It's just like I think it's cool to see the process of people's thoughts. Like we have no um, plans right now to do an art upgrade or anything along those lines, but we've thought about it, right? And so I think it would just be cool to show you guys like this. I don't know. It's interesting to me to see kind of
Yeah, and
um,
get some feedback.
yeah, right. Like so, like for the Infinity Club, this is something I don't think we've mentioned, but basically, like this is kind of how it happens, right? I make these little sketches, and then we send it
Yeah,
over to the cook, and he creates just amazing things like this.
yeah, and I
Um,
want to, yeah, talking about the
Go ahead.
Infinity Club, right? Right. It ties perfectly with our tool Bullseye, right? We can go forward to it can be a crypto company or a project, or it could be
Protocol. Yep.
anything, to be honest. And then propose to them, right? We will offer them exposure on our platform Bullseye, and we'll get our community to get, we'll get our community exposed to their product,
No, for sure.
and then
Grind to grow is
tell stories.
exactly what you're talking about, bro. Like our community,
Exactly,
they
yeah,
show the fuck up, they raid the fuck out of these posts, right? And the Infinity Club grows, right? What is the Infinity Club? It's people like Petra and all of these DeFi apps and all of these protocols building on Aptos. It's them buying Mavericks and Pixel Bits and locking them up.
exactly.
And
I was
right,
gonna
and so
say
Bullseye really like they can say, hey, like we have this new thing coming. We want it to be amplified. And the harder the boys go, the better it is.
exactly, and that leads us also to possible airdrops, right? For example, if there's an airdrop coming, we
Yep.
can raid the fuck out of them, right? And then get
Yep.
rewarded that airdrop, right? It's a mutual interest on both
Exactly. Grind to
sides.
grow is exactly what it is. It's if people show up, if people show out, it can really do some cool things. Um, but if you don't, you don't. But yeah, I kind of yeah.
No, we
But
are really hitting on all sides. On the community side, we have Bullseye, the ATM too, and on the DeFi quote unquote NFT side, we're bringing in Sparks, which is something new to Aptos, and we're gonna see how the community reacts. Denoshi.
sorry, dude, I'm out here deleting messages and shit. Um, But yeah, no, wait, would you? Yeah, no, 100%. Like we are, like you just said. I heard a little bit of it. We are like cooking on all cylinders, though, right? Like from different angles for the community for these
Yeah,
things.
community NFT
Um,
fi.
we built a lot of tech though, and that's what I'm saying. I want to focus on community lore,
Yep.
meetups. Like I'm going to
We're gonna
see
get those.
8% and Sneezy when
Yep.
at the end of next or end of this month, not this month, but next month. Um, yeah, dude, like I want to just do this shit
And that's
forever. I
where
want to continue. I want to.
I was gonna say that's where the products again align with different sub DAOs, for example, right? We can get them to rate each other, see who rates the hardest. Competition. We give away Eon, maybe a few whips.
Yo, end up, you're a legend though. We have built quite a bit. Yeah, it's been a long time, right? Like in the beginning, we had super bad devs. We didn't know what we were doing. We had never been founders of projects. Like Maverick's our first project, and so yeah, it was definitely a long road. Like the beginning was not fun. We lost our main artist. Like our main artist is gone. The artist of Maverick is gone. We did end up getting this other guy early who is just beyond cracked. Um, but yeah, we lost our main artist, which was the main co-founder. So I'm the founder of Maverick. Co-founder was Demo. He is gone, and so Sack kind of took over. He's not an artist. He's just a guy, but he's a legend. Uh,
Yeah,
but yeah, dude, it's been a long time, and this is what we're all about. Like, I think everything we're doing has a little bit of meaning to it. It's a little bit deeper than most projects. Like Eon, like I said, Eon means forever. Maverick means, a person who goes off the beaten path and does their own thing, and Maven means its own thing, and Maven is the girl version of Maverick, and um, yeah, I think it's all just super cool stuff that ties in together, and I love things that make sense, like Maven word def, right? So you can just look these things up. A Maven is an expert in a given field or knowledgeable about a particular. You know what I mean? So I think when things have meaning, obviously we spell it wrong. But a maverick is a person who does not behave or think like everyone else, right? Um, like I said, I think when things have meaning, it just makes it a little bit cooler. So we put a lot of thought into this and all of
the
these things.
lore.
Yeah, and it's taken a
Yeah,
long time. It wasn't overnight. It was a long time. Like it was crazy. The way that Maverick even came to be, right? Like the name. Like I brought the name Maverick up to Demo, and we were like, it's a cool word. Like I love the meaning, but it has like it looks ugly. It's like too long, right? Like if you look at Maverick, it's Maver. So it's just like it's too long and ugly. Um, and so we simplified it, man. We shrunk it down and we took it and we ran with it, and now it's good old Maverick. Took out the E's and added some stuff, and but yeah, so I appreciate it though. It is really cool when people appreciate what we're doing, and I know a lot of you guys in here always fucking do Holy Devious Saltine. You guys are you guys show up all the time. Um, so we really do appreciate that. Like 20 months is a crazy time to like stick in a project, believe in a project, believe in people. Um, but yeah, man,
yeah,
we're not going anywhere. It's we're young. Like Sack is what 19, 18. I'm 24. Early's 28. Like we are a super young team, uh, but we believe in Web3. We believe in crypto. We believe in IP and yeah, dude. I think like I'm just learning, right? Like I recently joined what is it, the Chimpers community. They're super into the IP shit. Like I would say they're on the likes of Pudgies and them. They're not there yet, but they're getting there, right? But that's kind of their aim. Like and like you have to learn from people. You have to grow as a person. You have to take notes from people who are killing it. Um, and so I think that should be the advice for all Mavericks. Like just keep learning, keep growing in this space. Set little goals, right? Like whether it's financial, whether it's skill wise, like
yeah,
we all just need to continue to grow. Like Maverick's not gonna make you rich in the sense of like flipping Maverick NFTs. Maverick may make you rich in connections and friendships and skills. Like I'm always pushing people to become the best version of themselves, learn something new, grow. Like we can't just sit here and say like, oh, no, she pumped the floor, and I don't think you guys do. A lot of you guys are super cool, calm, collected people, and I think that's why I fucking love the Maverick community so much, is because it's just so much just like based energy of people just like vibing. They believe in us, they believe in the vibes, they're just here, right? Like it's not a big win 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 anymore. It's not a lot of FUD or hate. Um, it's just a lot of love and a lot of like family vibes, just hanging out, chilling, people checking in, people coming back when they want, and will say I do want to get it more hyped. I want to bring back some energy, but it's all timing based, right? Like when you have a low treasury fund, you can't. It's well, you can, but it's a lot harder to do those things, right? And over the last 20 months, I mean, we've reinvested basically 80 to 90% of all of our funds into building and creating, and uh, we're at a stage where we have all this tech, we have all these tools, and so now it's time to really build up the treasury with these tools, and really focus on like what do we want to do next within, upgrade our tools, build out our lore, um, and everything in between. So if anyone has questions, we'd love to answer them. I don't want to hold you guys up for too long. I could talk about this shit all day, literally.
Yeah,
Um,
I was gonna say, holy nice, Eon. That's a big on NFT. Um, and yeah, I was gonna say we have an advisor, Hegde. We're gonna bring some a alpha chats. You know,
yeah, we're gonna start expanding into things. So like, I was never into alpha.
exactly.
That's why there's a Denoshi alpha, and it's just like me talking about base shit that like I think is cool. But definitely want to bring in like what he's talking about. We did get an advisor. Uh, I advise myself. I will say that at the end of the day, it's big Denoshi, but it's always nice to have extra ears, extra voices. And you guys too, dude. Like you guys have been here for a long ass time. If holy, you think this could be done better, let me know. Genius. If you think this could be done better, let me know. I will say it's a lot easier to be in a different position and say like, oh, you guys should be doing this, when you don't know the logistics and statistics behind the scenes. But I'm always down to hear like what other people are thinking. If people think we're on the right path, if we just need to keep going, or if people think we're fucking idiots. Like I want to know it all. Um, but yeah, dude, we're cooking. Like, just because I'm not posting on Twitter every day does not mean I'm not here. I've been going on walks every day. I've just been, thinking a lot more about what is all this about. What are we doing here? What does this all mean? Like, I'm not here to waste my time. I'm not here to be number two, but I also think there's a time to win, and it's not right now. And when I say that, I mean in the sense of like the basic bullshit everyone else cares about. Like, I don't care about floor price. I don't care about volume. I don't care about any of that thing. But I know a lot of people do, and I wouldn't mind. I'm not gonna lie. Um, but I think we'll win in that sector when it matters. When there's a lot of people here, when people look and say, what are the OG projects? What are the new projects? Who are the cool founders? Who are the weird founders? Who are the people that have been here? Who are the people that have skated? Who's building the tools? Who built the tools? Who has the best, IP opportunity? Who has the best this and that, right? Um, yeah, man, I think MAVRIK is unique. I think it's special. I think the art itself. I think the art it speaks for itself. I think when you look at Eon Labs, when you look at MAVRIK, when you look at Pixel Bits, um, it's different than a lot of other things. And I think that's what we want to continue to do is continue to have this high standard of art and UI and UX. And obviously we're not the best. We're getting better. I'm not saying we're super, we're the best or anything. Um, but Aptos is young, and I think when you look at all the top projects and the old projects and new projects, right? I think it's important to have, you know, things that have meaning and that are unique and cool and break boundaries. So, yeah, man, I want to continue to build on Aptos. I want to continue to build everywhere, Um, I think there's opportunities coming that aren't here yet. I think there's chains that aren't here yet that are going to be awesome. Um, but Aptos is home base, right? Like, it is what it is. But yeah, man, I'm excited for the future. I think the goals right now, like I said, are to really build the treasury, to expand on the lore and IP, and grow the community. Um, and slowly over time, we'll do that. We've been here 20 months. We'll be here for another 20 months. And I'm telling you, when Aptos has its time, MAVRIK will be on top. And and I think that day is coming. And it might not be next month, it might not be next year, it might be in 2 years, but it will come. And so the more prepared you are, the better, right? We don't know when, but it's not when, but if, or not if, but when. Shit. But yeah, it's really what I got to say, boys. We will be hosting these town halls monthly. I do want to get into a rhythm of like talking with people every now and then. Um, like I said, I'm not on Twitter every day, but or not. I'm not posting on Twitter every day. I get on there and maybe like get a little scroll, but it feels like a hellhole trap, like where you have to continue to post, and if you don't continue to post, your views go down, and if your views go down, it's like you're posting good content for nothing. Almost, it's a lot of bullshit. Like, um, yeah, it's like they they want you to be there way more than you want to be there, and if you're not, you're punished almost. And I don't like that. I like noticed it the other day. I'm like getting like 30, 40 likes, but my views are like staying around like 4 to 500, 600, when like usually they would get like 1,500 views or 1,000 views and like 30, 40 likes. And so it's just like showing me like the algorithm is like putting me out there less or like showing me less because I've been posting less and less active. And so to me, that's saying, hey, like if you're not here all the time posting, you're gonna get punished. And like I'm just kind of on the other ladder of that. Like okay, then piss off. I'd rather not post as much. Um, but yeah, boys, we're cooking. There's a lot going on. Keep learning, keep growing, keep vibing, keep moving. Never give up. I don't know. That's what we do.
I I called Inoshi.
Yeah, Sack, hit the road. I would say if you
Yeah.
guys don't have questions, bro, I don't want to hold you up. Time is valuable, so I kind of went over what I wanted to go over. We're gonna continue to do this. We'll be back next month on the 28th. I'll be around in spaces here and there. I'm always around. Like if you need me, like DM me, message me on Discord. I'll reply at some point, maybe. Um, but yeah, so
All
I
right.
appreciate you guys for coming. Holy, Genius, Devious, Saltine, and Sack.
Yeah. Yeah. Legends.
Yo, Sack,
Yeah.
can you take a screenshot of this?
Uh.
These people in here, get these people,
Yeah.
send them a pixel
Got
bit,
it.
send them all a pixel bit,
Got it. Got it. Got it.
and that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, boys, hell yeah, fucking. I hope you guys
I
have a good
cool.
Sunday. Devious, you got anything?
No, man, I don't think so. Um, all the good stuff.
Saltine, Genius.
Just want to say thanks, man. Hope everybody has a good night.
Yeah, no, I want to get you guys up here chatting too, man. We need to get some vibes going. We need to have some more back and forth conversations. I'd love to hear some more like thoughts of what you guys think about all this stuff. Um, yeah, man, I think it's not possible without you guys. So shout out to you guys. I know there's only four of you guys in here right now, but hey, four people plus me, that's five. That's a starting lineup. So yeah, man, we keep showing up, we keep growing, time in and time out. We might be here, us four, for the next year. Us three for the next year, us two for the next year. Who knows? Um, but our time will come, man. It's persistence. You just never give up. It'll come. Eon, you know. All right, boys. I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys in a jiff. I appreciate you guys coming out though. If you guys have any questions, DM me. If you guys have any thoughts, DM me. Um, yeah, appreciate you guys.
Sounds good. Thanks for having us again.
Devious, your legend. Holy, legend, genius, legend, Saltine. I'll see you boys on the flip. Get ready for Sparks. If you guys want to, it's sparks.gg. It's literally all it is. You can go put up loans. You can go take loans. I don't think anyone's put up loans but me on MAVRIK. Um, but yeah, you can. It's live. If you have any problems with it, just DM me. We'll figure it out. Um, but yeah, awesome. Peace out, boys. Legendary.